It's all good, bro. It happens. It happens. It happens.
All right. Well, at least, bro, we're definitely we got shit cooking.
Yeah.
But I gotta start off with my story again. Quit playing.
It's all good. It's all good.
Nah, bro, we was talking about happiness, bro, because I think happiness is not talked about. And bro, it's just crazy because you hear so many statistics. You see like quote unquote successful people open up and talk about their problems.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to call them problems, because that's the word. That's the wrong terminology. I just want to say like challenges. I want to say like things because a lot of the shit that we go through, bro, it's all trauma. Like,
yeah, 1000%.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to overcome the past trauma that we've faced before, Yeah.
Facts, bro. Because now you kind of moving different because you just been through shit. You know what I'm saying?
And you know how to move. Like before, like when you're new to any game, you don't know how to move at all. You're just kind of throwing shots at the wall, hoping something sticks. And then once you have something that sticks, you just know which way and how to move forward and all that.
Facts, bro. Yeah. And like I said, we were talking about earlier, it's like, man, I've been peeping your journey and I've been peeping it firsthand, which is beautiful, right? I tell people who, like, in your position, like, I actually see it on a day-to-day basis. I'm like, bro, just seeing you grind, seeing you elevate, like, it's a blessing to not just you, but because people are able to see you grind and, like, that you get motivated and, like, you're providing a different type of value, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I try to show every aspect of the grind. You feel me? The good days, the bad days. Because I've had a lot of bad days this year, too. But, like, it really is just, like, if people see that you're willing to do anything for the goal, it makes it more worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I like seeing the journey. You feel me? So I would assume that if I put out that content, people want to watch that too.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, because it's not easy, bro. Like, it's not like everyone can post their best selfie out of the 30.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But to post all 30, like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't like that anger or whatever. So what do you tell yourself through the journey to be like, you know what? I'm going to show these people, like, what it really is.
Even if this ain't the best one, the next one could be better. You feel me? So I just keep going and keep throwing shots at the board, bro. That's really it.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. And that's what we were talking about earlier. It's like, man, it's like, if you're an artist, you're your own business, man. Like, Jay-Z says it, man. That's one of my favorite quotes. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Exactly. And as the business, you have to know how to move. You have to know how to, like, go on and, like, inspire others to start their own. Because it really is just, like, trying to change the world and, like, different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not be the one to change everything, but you can inspire the person that's going to inspire more than you would. That's my insight on it.
Yeah, bro. And speaking of, like, the world, bro, like, you're tapping into different markets, right? You're tapping into different types of people, and I think that's beautiful. We were just talking about I don't know how Bad Bunny came up, but shout out Bad Bunny.
I was saying, like, I'm just trying to be, like, for my trajectory and where I want to go, I want to be like The Weeknd or Bad Bunny and all that. You feel me? Like, worldwide, international superstar. That's the goal.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, artists like them, artists like Drake who tap into, like, that boy Drake, he don't even speak Spanish. He got Spanish songs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You feel me? And he's killing it. And Drake's going crazy, bro. He even said himself that, like, he doesn't try to stay on his wins too long. You feel me? Like, he be just working on the next thing right after he drops a project, which I think is super inspiring because that's the best in the game right now. So if you're seeing him say, like, I try not to focus on, what I'm doing or what I did. I need to focus on what I'm doing now and how I'm going to keep this mark going.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I believe, bro, that line right there can kind of get scary because, like, I think naturally as a creator, you kind of hold yourself to, like, what you create.
Yeah,
like,
1000%.
You create a banger. Oh, shit, hold on. You dressing a little different. You talking to people. Yeah. But then, like, that one video that you really, like, put your all into, didn't do as well as you wanted it to, or, like, you felt like was undervalued for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you got to be able to keep that going. So what do you do to keep that going?
You have to love the art, bro. Whatever art you want to be in. That's why I do so many different mediums, bro. Like, I video edit. I like to film. I like to engineer. I like to produce sometimes. I'm not the best producer, but I be just doing it for me. You feel me? Like, even if they don't ever come out, it's something for me. And then, like, that just goes all back into the music, because the music is what started it. So me wanting to be an artist is what started me picking up a camera for the first time because I didn't have anyone to shoot my music videos. So I needed to learn how to do that. I needed to learn how to edit and everything so I could just do what I want to do. So when I feel a little too burnt out on the music aspect, where like I feel like I can't write, you know, I have writer's block, I have beat block, I just nothing's really inspiring me in life right now. I'll find a different type of inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's facts. And that's the thing, like, it's not easy to do all this, especially, and that's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, bro, because it's just been on my mind because I see it so often. It's like everyone kind of has, especially as being, you know, where's your family from?
Laos, bro. Laos,
yeah, shout out Laos, man.
Yeah, shout out Laos.
Both of your
for
parents were born there?
Yeah, I'm full Laos.
Cool.
So my mom and dad are both Lao.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
So, and within that, you know, I'm sure they have their traditions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm Hispanic, bro, and we have our traditions. And, you know, one thing is most of the time they kind of have like a pathway set up for you in their mind. And I get it. You know, I may not have kids, but it's like, of course you want the best for your kids and whatever you kind of know. What I'm trying to say is we're stepping out the comfort zone. We're stepping out that box. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm dropping, you know, G's on the fucking studio, and this hasn't even made me a dime yet. But it's because I see in the back of my mind, I see the vision.
Yeah.
Same for you. You
1000%.
taking flights to Baltimore. You know, you're not where you're at yet, or where you want to be yet. But it's like, you know, it's a stepping stool.
Bro, when I was 18, got my first credit card, like my first 3, I maxed them all out with no way to pay them back on music equipment. Like I was working probably a job that was doing like $12 an hour or something, like something where I for sure could not pay back like 10, 15 racks. You feel me? Yeah. But I just believed in myself so much, and I was like, nah, I need this. So like I spent like 3 racks on the camera. I spent like 5 to 10 racks on my studio, and I just like went to working, and I went into like complete debt, dog. Like I'm still trying to pull up from that right now, but it's all good. You feel me? Like I'm out of that hole now. You feel me? And it took a little bit. It took like 10 years or like, nah, I'm like 25 now. It took like 7 years. You feel me? But we did it. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, we out the hole,
bro. It got you this far, bro.
1000%.
You get what I'm saying? I think I used to, man, because the way I used to look at money, bro, was like, man, since and Gary Vee, he talks about it. It's like one of my fears is because you never have something, is you keep chasing it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who don't have the money, they've never had it, so they keep chasing it. But it's like, it's what we talking about, that ideal. It's like once it gets there, it don't bring you that happiness that you thought it was going to bring you.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong. I know money can change your life and your lifestyle and all that shit, but to the very core, it's not, money don't make you rich.
Nah, it's not. It's the mindset.
Yeah.
It's the mindset for sure, bro. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say here is like, I genuinely believe you took that right step, even though you got into whatever you got into, you were able to get out of it. But what I'm trying to say is like, you about to go to Baltimore tomorrow or whatever, and who knows if you would have done that if you didn't buy that equipment.
Exactly. Who knows if I would have made green tea and honey if I didn't buy this equipment. You feel me? Like,
is that what you made green tea and honey off of?
Nah. So that when I made green tea and honey, I was working as a video editor for a real estate agency. So I tried to find a way to make music my full-time thing, but I just couldn't find the process yet. So I knew I was good at video editing, and I know that was something that like could bring me some income, you know, at least more than what a retail job would do.
Right.
So I found a video editing job. I did that, and then I would record like in my car during my lunch breaks. And Green Tea and Honey was one of the songs that I would record during my lunch breaks.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And then ended up just popping off.
Ended up going crazy. I remember I have this video too. I'm gonna try to find it for you and send it to you. But I was mixing Green Tea and Honey in the video editing studio. Like I left work late that night so I could finish mixing and mastering that song.
Damn.
Yeah, like I just was super dedicated to it, you know, and I felt Green Tea and Honey, like there was just something about it.
Hold on, how many views does that song have up to date?
Overall, I think it's just that song.
Or
I'm
streams?
at like maybe overall like everything,
all
everywhere, right? Yeah,
platforms.
Like 75 to 100 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say right now is, bro, look at that. You started work before you started work. You ended work, you know, after you ended work.
Yep.
Type thing. But look what came out of it. 100 million people got to feed off of something that you created.
Exactly, man. I still get messages to this day where they're like, people tell me that Green Tea and Honey helps them with their anxiety. You feel me? It helps them calm down and stuff. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You feel me? I've been trying, you know? Yeah, nah, it's cool, bro. It's crazy to think what music could do for real, because you always know what music does for you.
Yeah.
And to be that for other people is different.
Facts.
It's for sure.
Facts, bro. And I think that's what I'm saying. Like, it's that gratification of you. Like, damn, you know, I was able to reach so many people with my talent, and then it's a gift for them.
Yeah, 1000%. 1000%.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
Because you go on TikTok and people are using your songs to, make that good video where they look good and shit. And then, artists to kind of, get the viewer to feel something. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it all ties together, bro. And I think that's why I told you, bro. Like this shit is community to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I feel that.
It's cool, bro. But no, back to my original point, bro. It was like you doing all that. For example, did your parents know you did that? You went to
they knew after I paid it back.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to tell anyone that I did that just because, like, I felt a little embarrassment in it because I was like, damn, like I really did this for something that's not making me any money right now. But then when the check started coming in and I was able to just do what I wanted to do with the money, it was good. You feel me? It was good.
Facts, bro. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. You doing all that, hindsight is like, okay, yeah, we looking at it now. Like, okay, cool. But I'm sure at the moment, it could be tricky. Yeah. So what were your parents' overall thought process for you, like, wanting to become an artist?
My mom has always been supportive of it. My mom was always supportive of it, but like she thought it was just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? My dad is a singer. So my biological dad is a singer. He's a singer out in Laos. And he lives out there now just doing music and stuff in his own right. But I wanted to blow up out here because this is where I was born and raised, so the US is where I want to be the biggest artist at. They were both pretty supportive. My mom didn't really get like super supportive about it until I think my flight to Korea when I was on that Korean TV show. That's when she was like, oh, this is like kind of real. Yeah, she's like, he's like good apparently. So because she doesn't listen to rap, she doesn't know, or like pop and stuff. She doesn't really understand it. But then she saw me taking flights, going to like shows and everything. And she's like, oh, he's like, this is something for him. So it's cool, bro.
So did she kind of figure like, man, like his dad is an artist, like he might want to.
I don't know if it ever crossed her mind like that, but I just like, I knew when I was 12, I was watching a bunch of like old Lil Wayne documentaries and stuff. And that's when I was like, oh, I want to do this. Like, this is what it is, just record and make music all the time. This looks like what I want to do.
Facts.
And when I got my first mic, bro, I just never put it down.
Yeah, Lil Wayne's the go, man.
Yeah, for sure. That's the one.
And the fact that you getting inspired from him, bro, I could tell like it's, why do you get inspired by him?
His grind, bro. Relentless, you feel me?
Yeah, wasn't he like 12, 13 when he blew up?
Yeah, exactly. So that was like a big thing. That's a crazy story, bro. Yeah. And then like I remember watching this documentary. I forgot which one it was, but I know that he was in a hotel room recording his Swagger Like Us verse. And it wasn't even the verse that came out. So this was like another verse. Damn. And he was just going crazy. And I was like, damn, they just set it up in the hotel and just started rapping. And I was like, he's doing it everywhere. So I was like, why can't I just do it everywhere? Like, who cares?
Jeez. Yeah. Facts. Yeah. That's, you take it with you in your backpack. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Every time I leave the state or just do a show anywhere else, I always bring a studio with me in my backpack just because I never know when I'm going to get inspired. And even if I don't even pull it out the whole trip, I like knowing that I have it, Yeah.
What inspires you to write a song?
Just life in general, man. When I was doing Green Tea, like that was like more of my simpy years, you feel me? So I was probably I was talking to a girl around that time. And that's just like where a lot of my stuff comes from, just because I try to let all my emotions out through my music. So I'm not like hella good with my words as a person, but like if I'm hella feeling someone, I could translate that into a song.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of power in just like, right. Like, do you physically grab a pen and paper?
Nah, I type. Because like my thoughts come a little too fast for me to just write down, So like every time I try to write pen and paper, I feel like it's too thought out. When I'm writing on my phone, I feel like I can get all my ideas out really quick and just like delete what I don't like.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts, bro. We're definitely as humans transitioning to like, I don't know. Like, for example, like as much as people say don't use your phone to drive, like, bro, I be driving a van and I just, everywhere I look, people just at the light.
Yo, 1000%, bro. Even there was one time when I was
guilty of it too, even though it's not the best.
Nah, that's real, bro. When I was in LA, I was on my phone in my car. And then I looked next to me and it was a cop, but he was on his phone too. Bro. So he couldn't do anything. He just looked at me and he put his phone down and he just let me go. And I was like, yeah.
You should have gave him the finger.
Yeah, I was like, for sure, we good then. Don't get me, because I'm going to say you doing the same exact thing.
It's like, hold on, citizens arrest, motherfucker.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, it's just irritating because like those same cops will see you do it and then.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to go there.
Nah, that's how it is, bro.
Nah, man.
1,000%, man. I try to inspire all the homies, you feel me? Because I feel like everyone has that potential in them, even if they don't see it yet. Like, you know, I got homies who's still working manufacturing jobs. And I'm like, yo, like, let me help you find a new way out. Because this, like, doing this for 20 years, bro, like, we seen it on our parents. It's not going to work out like that. You feel me? Like, it's going to be cool. You're going to make your bag. You know, you'll be good to, like, take care of yourself. But, you know, don't you want more than just to take care of yourself? Like, you want to live, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And unfortunately, it's like, you know, in the world we live in today, like, money is power in a way, you know?
1,000%, yeah.
And that, you know, that's that conversation I could have hours, because it's just like there's two ends to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know you're making moves, and like we saying, like, it's important. So my thing is, if you're able to make money off of what you love, you're successful.
No, you won, bro.
Like,
you won in life.
You happy, you making money off what you love, bro. I don't care what your situation is other than that. Like, you know, obviously, like, health and family, but
yeah,
you're set, bro. It's like you found it.
1,000%. And if you could just, like, I look at it as like when I was able to pay rent off of music for the first time, that was like, oh, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
As long as I could afford rent and, like, food, I'm good. Like, I'm chilling.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's really only up from there.
Yeah.
And you know, right now you're going through like a real process, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're meeting up with certain people, and one of the companies or brands that we talked about was Be Bread, right?
Yeah, Be Bread.
Can you talk a little bit more about, like, what they did for your journey?
Yeah, bro. So when I first found Beat Bread, that was
who
like,
they are too.
Yeah. So Beat Bread is this investment company that used to be owned by Universal and stuff. Like, they have the same CEO and stuff. I think they just, like, brought him over. But basically what they do is they just find artists who want to stay independent and offer you an investment based off of your numbers. So they have, like, an algorithm. I'm not sure how any of that works, but they got this algorithm where they just kind of calculate everything and give you a number and be like, yo, this is what we can give you. And we'll license your music for this long. Once it's paid back, you're good. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just like a stepping stool.
Just a stepping stool, bro. And, like, they're cool with, like, you know, what I want to do is go to a major label. They're cool with me wanting to transfer over to a major label. Like, I don't have to stay independent if I don't want to. You feel me? Like, that money is used to make me get to that point where a major label wants to come in contact.
Facts.
Yeah.
I see. So, and what are you doing with that money?
So I used a lot of that money on my album East Dago Popstar. So a bunch of music videos. I used it on, like, a bunch of marketing and everything. And, like, before I found my management, I did the Beat Bread deal, and I was doing that album stuff myself. So there was a lot of pitfalls that I went through when I was doing the promotions and stuff, like getting scammed by marketing companies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they're out there, you know, like, they know that you have the money and they just kind of prey on your dreams, but you just kind of have to learn. Like, now I know how to move differently.
Yeah.
So it was a hard lesson to learn, but I learned it, you know? Yeah.
And sometimes it takes that, man. It really
Yeah,
does.
for real.
Like, you go and get scammed, but the thing is, you moving forward, like
1,000%. You can't let it stop you. You know? Yeah. Everyone gets scammed, bro. You just got to keep going.
Facts.
One way or another.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like you said, man, is, you know, you got that hunger in you, so yeah, they're almost like fucking predators. Like, they know that, so
Yeah, exactly.
you know, but
Yeah. And that's, like, that excitement is what's going to get you, man, for real. Because they know, like, you're ready. Yeah.
but never lose that shit.
No, never lose the excitement. Always keep that fire lit, for sure. Because even if it don't work out one time, it's going to work out sooner or later. And I believe in that completely, for sure. 1,000%. Trying to keep, like, 10 toes on the ground, you know. Remember who you were when you started. And just, like, always try to remember that. That's what I do, you know, like, for a recording session with my managers. Yeah. But, like, what grounds me is just, like, knowing that I'm not the best yet, you know. Like, I'm still chilling. My mom's still chilling, you know. Like, I haven't been able to buy my mom a house yet, which is one of my biggest goals. So once I get the money to be able to do that, you know, I'm still going to be humble, because my biggest thing is my family. So I just want to make sure my family's good. And if my family's good, I'll be good either way. Like, money or without. As long as they're good, I'm straight. A lot of people in general, bro, family is, like, very important, you know. We were, like, all around each other. Yeah. I was raised by mainly women. So, like, my aunts, my mom, and everyone, like, we all lived in the same household. Me and all my cousins lived in the same house. It was probably, like, maybe 10 of us in the house at one time. So, like, I'm really close to all my little cousins. I'm close to all my aunts and everything. And seeing them struggle still to this day, you feel me? Like, that's what grounds me. You feel me? And that's why I love my family so much, because I seen everything they go through, that they're still going through currently, that I want to change, you know? And like, sometimes it is like a thing where I feel survivor's guilt sometimes, you know, because I'm made it out. You feel me? Like I'm able to travel. I'm able to do things that I want to do a lot of the times. And I've been blessed with a lot of opportunities that a lot of my family hasn't been able to do yet. So once I get the chance to do the same for them, that's my goal. Like seeing them happy, seeing those smiles and everything.
Yeah, bro. No, I respect. It's funny because like one of my youngest brothers, the other day I was like, man, you moving like you privileged right now. You know, the way you talking, I was like, bro, we got out the mud. My mom was like, man, calm down. But it's like, it's the simple fact of like, bro, I get what you're saying, where it's like, nah, like you just, how can you ever forget? Like, cause there's certain things that come with living with, for example, you know, did you only live with your mom at the time? Or?
I've always lived with my grandma and my mom, but like throughout my growing up and everything, I had my aunts live there, my uncles live there. So just a bunch of different family members live in the house and everything. Yeah.
That's cool, bro. And that's what I'm saying. There's certain things that like come with that. You know what I'm saying? But I think, so that makes sense why family is important to you, bro. Yeah. It's like, that's what you know, and I think as in general, like humans, bros, we're meant to move in packs. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that too. I definitely understand that.
Yeah. So no, that's dope, bro. Because I think family can be a very strong motivation, especially because you're talking about, man, you trying to take everyone out. What does that look like for you?
My goal is to like one day be able to like buy a whole cul-de-sac or something, you know, and then go up to my mom first for sure. Get my mom a house first, but then I also want to be able to like go to my aunts and my uncles like, yo, this yours. Like, thank you for everything you've done for me. Because my aunts and uncles, they've always believed in me. I remember when I was hella young, just starting out rapping, my uncle would make me come outside while he was drinking with his homies. And he'd be like, yo, spit that shit for him real quick. And then, you know, so I was just like, he always did that. So till now, he'll make me do it now still. And like, sometimes I'll like be like, I don't want to, but you know, it's my uncle. I have to do it. You know, I don't have to, but I want to do it. You know, I want to show the respect for him.
Yeah. 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 And that's cool, man. Cause have you had people not believe in you?
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, I just kind of brush it off because it's like, I know even if I'm not the best now, I will be the best. So I'm just going to keep working until I am. And then you really have nothing to say because it's working out for me.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the reason why I asked that is because I think, you know, the both sides of the spectrum, it's like when people don't believe in you, you're like, fuck. But when people believe in you, bro, and it's a genuine belief, then it's different because now you're like, damn, like you see it too. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not like you gonna make me believe myself a little more. It's you see it too because we great.
Yeah, nah, 1,000%. The first time my uncle like ever told me that, he was like, I don't know, I think I was like 20 or something, and it was like New Year's Eve. We were just both chopping this shit up, you know, like getting hella faded or whatever. And he was just like, yo, I want to let you know, like, no matter what you do, like this music is you. Like, you're gonna do it. Like, I see it. He's like, I don't know when it's gonna happen. I can't tell you that, but like I see it, and I know like you're gonna do it. So after that, like I just had like a different fire in me. You feel me?
Bro, I was just watching a video today, and he was like, dude, like when you have bad days, like you're supposed to have bad days. Like this is a journey.
Yeah, it's a journey. It's not, everything is not supposed to be good, bro. Like I said, this year has probably like been one of the hardest for me, like mentally, physically, like health wise, just everything, bro.
You, like, I seen one of your posts. You're like, you know, health wise, this has. Like, is everything good?
Yeah, no, now it's good, thankfully. But like, I had a seizure not too long ago. Yeah. So that was like super eye opening, bro. Because like I've had little health problems. Like when I was 18, they thought I had cancer, so I had to like do a lot of tests for that. And then that turned out good. I was fine. And then this seizure happened like this year, like September of this year, and that set me back crazy, just mentally. Like, whoa, bro. Like,
do you know where it came from? Like,
just stress. Yeah. It's like stress, not eating well. Like I was really focused on the music, which is like, you know, people say put the grind first, but I was like putting the grind before everything. Like I would go like 2-3 days without eating and just like focus on making music, you know, which kind of is a detriment to the music because if I'm not taking care of myself, the music's not going to be the best it could be. Thanks. So yeah, man, it was like a bunch of that and just trying to overcome all those situations. I had to sit down for a good like month and a half at my mom's pad, like sleeping on her couch again, just because I couldn't drive. I couldn't do anything. Like I really just had to stay there and have someone watch me. You feel me? And I don't want to ask the homies to watch me or nothing because that's like not their problem. You feel me? Even though I know they would, it's not their problem. Yeah.
Damn, bro. that's just crazy to me because like I know people who've had seizures and it's just not a light thing.
It's not, bro. And it was like, I think what got me the most about it too was when it happened, I was with my little cousins and we don't really talk about it too much, but I know they look up to me. You feel me? Because like I'm doing a lot in the family. I'm probably doing the most in my family. And they were around me when it happened and seeing them, like when I came to and seeing them like over me, bro. And like just teary eyed and shit like, yo, what's going on? Like that got me for sure. Damn. That hella got me.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's yeah, man, you gotta take care of yourself, bro.
Nah, for sure, bro. And now I am. You feel me? Now I'm trying to just make sure health is first, for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we were talking about before we thought we were recording. We were talking about the gap in the game, bro. Where it's like, let me ask you: do you know why you were just, people say be on the grind, but why were you doing it like every day, like not eat? Because I kind of understand it. But why were you doing it?
I was like. It was just feeling like I was owed something. You feel me? Because like within these last 2 years, man, we've had a lot of label offers. We've talked to a bunch of different people and nothing was just turning out right for us. Where like the deals weren't right or like, things, just situations weren't panning out the way I wanted them to. So I was like, all right, then it's something with me and I have to like make sure that this is right. So I have to like make this music, this new stuff. Like, let's just keep working on this and I'll just do this, see how it works out. But yeah, man, it was feeling like I was owed something, which you're definitely not. You feel me? Like things just don't work out because it's not the time to work out. But then when you see a high 6-figure or like a low 7 figures and you have to say no, bro, that's like a different type of like depression, dog. Like, like I had to say no to like some high 6 figures, low 7 figures before just because it wasn't right. But like knowing that like, damn, if I took that, my aunt and my mom wouldn't be struggling right now. Like I could help out a little more.
As like, not morally, but or more. It wasn't right morally, or like within the music industry.
It was just like music industry stuff. You feel me? Like terms weren't right, and like and that wouldn't mean like morally it wouldn't be right for me because then like I'm losing way too much.
Right, and you want to go in a certain way.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, the way that I want to come in is like the weekend and everything. So I just have to build the leverage to show everyone that like I am going to be that next superstar, and that's the goal. You feel me? So right now I'm just building up the leverage.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like a lot of the time, the book we were just talking about, it basically, bro, talks about the ideal and like how we have this ultimate, the weekend goal. Yeah. And I think it's what you, me, and a lot of ambitious people do is during that time period. Because trust me, bro, I was doing the same shit. Yeah. Now that I think about it. But it's like you're not eating, your sleep schedule's so off. It's just your basic needs aren't getting taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think my doctor said it was just like, if you're not gonna take the break, like your body's gonna decide when to take the break for you. Yeah. So like that month when I wasn't doing anything, like I legit wasn't doing anything, bro. Like I wasn't trying to do music. I was legit just trying to figure out if I'm gonna stay alive or not. You feel me? Yeah. I just had to make sure I was good. Yeah.
That like literally like. Yeah, and this is what I'm trying to say is because you're sowing, and this is how I know you're gonna make it because this is just some Michael Jordan shit, bro. This isn't some average person shit. This is some Michael Jordan obsession, Kobe Bryant obsession shit. Yeah, where it's like, on a day to day, we're just so concerned about that. It's like instead of let's say your goal is trying to get to 30, instead of being like, damn, bro, I'm at 26. Like, why the hell can I get to 4? Yeah, being like, hold on, bro. 2-3 quarters ago, I was at 0. Now I'm at 26. All I need is 4. Like I'm there.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's that major, but minor but major switch of like, damn, this is how I'm gonna start looking at shit. That's really going, because a lot of times like you're like, yes, we hear Drake, bro, and this is I'm telling you, bro, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but like you hear Drake and he's saying like, I gotta keep on it, and yes, in a sense, you gotta keep on it because you gotta keep dropping albums. Yeah. But if you take that too literal and you forget about the days like we were talking about earlier where you take that break or whatever, it's going to get toxic.
It is. And that's what that's why I respect the new Drake album so much, the one with 21 Savage. Yeah. Because just hearing what they went through behind the scenes, like Lil Yachty was there for a lot of it. And he said like Drake's like superhuman, bro. Like he'll make sure he gets all his sleep. Like all his food is like salads and stuff. So he's taking care of himself because he knows he has to put in that work.
Yeah, that's some LeBron James shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to invest so much fucking money. What is it him that he invests or are you into basketball a little bit? Or?
Not too much,
okay.
not too much. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
you on the grind. I respect it, but nah, LeBron James, he's just known for spending like millions of dollars on his health because this is what you just said. It's Drake, bro. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go drop all this hot shit. Yeah, I know I gotta probably drop an album every 3 months, every 6 months or so, whatever.
Yeah.
But in that process, I'm gonna take care of my body. I'm gonna take care of me, and I think that's the best way to do it.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. I hella agree with that, bro. And like what I liked about this was just talking about how like for highly aspirational people, it's harder to find that goal of success because it's always going to move. You know, like if 12-year-olds me saw me now, he'd be like, oh, we're good. Like we're, you know, like who cares? You good. But like the goalpost has moved so much for me where before I wanted to be where I'm at now. Now I want to be like The Weeknd or Drake, you know, or Bad Bunny. But what's next? You feel me? Like once I get to that level, because I know I'm going to get there, where is the goalpost going to be after that? You feel me? Like I'm definitely, I want to be a billionaire. You feel me? Like obviously, for sure. Yeah.
Thanks. And that's what I was going to say. I think at that point, it's like, it's the real business. Like maybe not even having, like Jay-Z, he's trying to buy a fucking football team.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Just
it's
really
like,
get into it, bro. Yeah.
It's like, it's levels, bro. It's definitely levels to this shit. And I think the more equipped you are with like the right people. Right now, who do you have in your corner? Or
like, what
maybe not like necessarily right in your corner, like next to you every day, but whose mindset, who are you tapping into? Like, do you have any like mentors that you're like following outside of like for example, like, you know, or we were talking about, you know, the Russell, somebody you're kind of.
Yeah, I follow the Russell a lot. I think the way that he's moving is super inspirational because I know personally I probably wouldn't be able to do that same route, but what he's doing is going to change so many lives. Like he's going to help motivate a lot of different people. And even though I might not be able to take that route, I respect what he's doing for sure.
Yeah. What are you like kind of gaining from him that you're putting into you?
Just the content everyday thing, bro. I'm really trying to get on that too. I see him doing it and he's doing like a bunch of different type of content. You feel me? Like he's not just doing videos of himself. He's doing like motivational quotes. He's doing like podcast content now, which I see, which is super dope. He's just, the way he's moving, it reminds me of a Nipsey. And I love Nipsey. Nipsey's one of like my favorite artists. He's like one of the reasons me and my uncles are all so close. So, you know, like Nipsey's up there for me for sure. I'm trying to think who else I really tap into. The homie Chow Mein is definitely inspirational to me too. Just the way he moves about life and like he seems so carefree, but I know he be like really doing his grind. You feel me? Like he really be on his grind for sure. Damn. So he always reminds me to like have fun at what I'm doing. It can't always be too serious, you know? And then my management team, bro, inspires me every day just because like they got their own things going on. Like my manager is just moving in so many different ways. I don't want to put too much of his business out, but he has so many other artists that he could be focusing on. And I'm one of the artists that he's focusing on the most. So I need to know that I'm putting enough effort into the time that he's putting into me.
Right.
Because he sees it too. He sees the international superstar thing. And he was the one who helped me realize that. Because before I thought like, you know, making a cool 100 to 200 racks off music, like that's crazy. You know, like it's still crazy. But then there's people out there making 200, 300 M's, or The Weeknd got like a $10 million advance to tour. Like that's just a tour. That's not even a record deal. That's like Live Nation gave him that to start his tour and just go crazy with it. Yeah. You know,
and
so
that's
like
a dream within itself.
Exactly.
On tour,
Exactly. He just opened my eyes to a lot of things. So my management for sure. Shout out AVAD.
Yeah, and I think you need people to stretch you.
Yeah, 1,000%, bro. You need people to like just open up your mindset, you know, because you're so in your own box, you know. Like I just want to be big out in Cali for a little bit, but then I'm like, nah, I need to be big everywhere, dog. Yeah.
So what are you doing right now to get yourself in international and?
So I'm actually more known internationally than I am in the States. Yeah. My biggest fan base is in Thailand. Second is in Philippines. The third is the US. So, I mean, that's a cool top three. You know, I think that's a really dope top three. Yeah. I still haven't been to Thailand. I really want to go out there, see how that is. But I'm just trying to build the fan bases everywhere I go. Yo, bro, this is gonna be crazy, bro. I hella want to go because like every time a homie goes to Thailand, bro, it's like, and I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not trying to hype myself up or anything, but every time they go, they hear my songs. Like in a coffee shop, in a restaurant, at the club, like they hear it everywhere.
Green tea?
Yeah, green tea. I have this other song called Candy with the homie Miyu, who's hella big out in Thailand.
Juice, that's been popping off.
Juice
right?
has been going crazy.
Yeah,
Juice has been hella going crazy, and that's actually dope because Juice is actually going more crazy in the States now. So like I'm kind of gravitating to that a little more. You feel me? Yeah, and trying to get more hits like that out.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Man, you gonna imagine going on a trip one day? We gonna go to Thailand, Alex. Hold on, is this Dane?
Yeah, yo, and that's what be happening, bro.
Shop or the club.
I hella want to go out there, bro, just see how it is, cause like after knowing that like I am blowing up in Thailand and stuff, and like more people are finding out I'm Laos, you know, they're just like, whoa, like this is possible for us, you know. So it became bigger than me once I realized it was bigger than me. Cause before I was just focused on myself, you know, but now I'm like, you know, I got little 12-year-old, 13-year-old Lao kids telling me that like they want to be like me, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like I can't even imagine that because I didn't have anyone to look up that was Lao. You feel me? So the fact that I'm one of them is crazy, bro. It's a different feeling for sure.
No, yeah, I think and that's what we were talking about, man. That the Russell Nipsey's, you know, most known quote, or one of them is like, "The greatest human act is to inspire."
1000%. That's one of my favorite quotes for sure.
Facts. And it's like, because when you're able to do that, it's just so much more. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more than me giving you $100. Like, I'm able to inspire you. And that's the thing. Like, people get motivation and inspiration confused. Like, motivation is, oh, I can read a quote. All right, cool. Oh, yeah, that's just dope. 10 minutes after that, my coffee spills over. Now I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm inspired, damn, hold on, bro. Sometimes you just gonna sit there, you gonna scratch your head a little bit, you'll probably call your boy, hold on, bro. Hold on, I just got it. Yeah. It's different.
When you really inspire, bro, you change the way you move.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You have to like, and that's when I look at all these Instagram quotes. It takes me a minute to get it, but like, you feel me? Maybe I'll see the same quote by like 5 different pages, but by that 5th one, I'll be like, oh, this is what it means. You know, this is what I gotta do. Yeah.
No, that's facts, bro. And I think I used to find that shit corny. You know, that's all I do now is talk about, you know, inspiration and all that. But you know, I think it's sometimes it's not even like okay to chase your dreams. And that's kind of what I was going with when I asked you about that family question, because it's like I'm Hispanic, bro, and I think majority of Hispanics will tell you like, and I'm sure you know you probably heard of this. Like, there's only one way to be successful. You know, you go to school, you get a good job,
Yeah, and that could be in any form of anything. It could be medical field, could be lawyer, it could be anything. As long as you go to school to do it, you know? Yeah.
And the whole idea is, like, for you to be successful, have money and all that stuff. But it's like, you know, why not make cool shit in this world? Like,
no, I feel like the times we're in is, like, the time to be an entrepreneur. You feel me? It's just
facts.
Showing you how to do everything. You feel me? You could learn everything on YouTube, bro. YouTube University. You feel me?
Literally, bro. Like, you can learn everything off YouTube. You can make millions off of YouTube. Like,
1000%, bro. I know, like, some of these finance channels that maybe don't have as many subscribers or whatever, they probably only have like 20,000, but they get a lot of engagement. Like, you be surprised, dog. They be making like 50,000 a month. Just like, you know, not the biggest fan base in the world, but they're going crazy. Yeah.
It's sufficient.
Yeah.
You know, and I think if you build that solid audience, like, it doesn't matter what you're in. Like, there's going to be a market for whatever you do and whatever you love.
Exactly. And there's a market for you because there's only one you, bro. You feel me? There's no one else that is like you. There's probably people that are similar. There are people that you're going to be inspired by. But you yourself, when you find your twist to what inspires you,
facts,
that's going to inspire the next person.
Yeah, bro. My bad. I don't know why I just thought about this. And I was going to tie it in together. I was going to slip it in there. But, bro, it's just like, you ever see, okay, I'm going to ask you about your opinion. You ever see someone do a good deed and then you post it? And there's this whole argument of like, don't post it because then you're doing it for the camera. Or you're doing it. How do you feel about that whole thing?
I think post whatever, bro. Okay. Content is content. Personally, like, I think if you're doing a good deed, you're doing a good deed, and you would do it with or without the camera. But if it's there, you could inspire someone to do the same thing. You feel me? Like, maybe they just never thought the same idea. Yeah.
This guy, but the right person gonna be like, hold on, I ain't had nothing to do Saturday night, but now I'm gonna go to the homeless shelter because Dane was there and he just had that smile with that one person, and you know, maybe I'm trying to help someone else too.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's 1000%. Like little stuff like that. So it's like, man, I don't know. Just I think for me, it's like, bro, post what the fuck you want, man. As long as you're not hurting.
As long as you're not hurting anyone. That's the line. Definitely don't hurt no one. But like, yeah, bro. I feel like anyone who hates on a good deed is just, they got like their own internal problems that they're trying to like fixate on, and they just need to work out themselves. You feel me?
Facts.
And like I hope the best for everyone who hates on shit like that. Yeah.
You know, we just trying to make you realize, like, bro, it's not that serious.
It's really not that serious, bro. It's the internet. You good, bro? Like, yeah.
Don't be a hater.
That's real. That's real.
And if you catch me hating Alex, if you catch me hating
Yeah.
Dane, if you catch me, let me fucking know, bro.
Nah, same thing. If y'all ever catch me hating, just be like, yo, you giving off some hater vibes right now, bro. Tone it back.
Facts,
Yeah.
Facts, bro. Because it's like, just be straight up, man.
Yeah, for real. That's real as fuck, dog.
Nah, bro, I'm having a great time, bro.
Nah, same man. This is a great podcast. Thank you for having me.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, people are able to get to know you, and I think that's the most important part. It's like, you know, Dane, he's gonna be the superstar. Dane, he's gonna make this amazing music, but it's like, what does Dane stand for? You know, what has Dane gone through to kind of get through this point?
Yeah.
And what is Dane contributing to? You know what I'm saying? Like what do you think your biggest contribution is right now?
What do you mean by that?
To just like the world, like. Do you feel like it's your music? Do you feel like...
I feel like it is my music right now. Like, I like the fact that I'm able to help people if they need the help. Obviously, I want to be known as, like, a person, too. So, my goal is to, like, be able to inspire just by being who I am. Because I feel like I'm a pretty humble guy. You feel me? Like, I don't think too much of myself. I try not to, at least. Just because, I could have, like, 100 million streams plus overall platforms and shit. But, like, what does that really mean? You feel me? Like, if it's not helping anyone, then... what is it for?
Well, I think it means something.
Yeah. And that's real. So like, I'm still not where I want to be yet. So right now I'm like, I still feel like that 12-year-old kid, you know, like I'm still at the bottom in my head. Like it might be a new bottom, but it's the bottom still. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, you can't force someone to see the potential in themselves. You feel me? And maybe sometimes the things you see in someone isn't like what they see for themselves. So my goal usually when I meet someone that I feel isn't reaching their full potential, I'll just be like, what do you want to do? You feel me? Like, what do you think is your way out? And like, hopefully I can inspire. Cause like, one of my
point, bro, like, cause that's the thing. A question could do more than a statement.
Exactly. Like my little cousin Ryan, bro, I'm super proud of him. Shout out Ryan too. Cause he was doing manufacturing jobs for a little bit. And he's like, man, I need a change. I need to do something different. My homie Edwin down in San Diego, he does this thing for like lower income people where he'll teach you how to edit videos and then he'll get you a job with the city. And it might not pay much in the beginning, but it's giving you a lifelong, you know, like something to do for the rest of your life. So now my little cousin is about to be a video editor for the city of San Diego. Wow. You know, and that's a big jump from working in manufacturing, you know, doing all that shit in warehouses and shit. Yeah. So like, you know, shout out Edwin. If you guys in San Diego, it's a program that's still going on. They're going to do it again in January. Basically, it's 6 weeks of classes to do video editing. You get $550 after that, and you get a job with the city.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Sick.
It's dope, bro. It's dope. Yeah, it's hella dope. And I definitely want to contribute to stuff like that. Like, when I get to the point where I want to be, I want to go back to my old middle school, which my uncle is the principal at now. And I want to, want to like make a studio class there. Like, I might not teach it, but I want to be able to like get everyone the equipment they need. You feel me? Yeah. I want to pioneer it. I want to be able to like give that 40, 50 racks to that teacher that is going to teach specifically just for that, you know? Facts. Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro, because you see LeBron, he's putting, you know, schools and adding like athletics to the curriculum. You see Nipsey starting up, you know, things in the hood, and you're talking about it right now, bro. It's like you trying to put a studio in the, because, you know, I think we could, like I said, bro, the education system, bro, is so controversial, but yeah. Hey, bro, I couldn't describe it any better. Like, it's poop, bro. Like, it's just shitty. Because it just doesn't let you create. Yeah, it doesn't. Like, and we're creators, bro. Like, human beings and the way we evolve meant to create.
Yeah, 1,000%, bro. Like, when I was in high school, bro, I graduated with a 2.0 exactly, but I had a teacher that would let me hide out in his class so that I could just do music. So he usually came in like third, fourth period, and he gave me a key. So I would just be in his class, like ditching my other classes, but just making music. And he's like, yo, all I ask is that make sure that you can at least graduate. So I was like, all right, it's cool, you know. And he kept me out of a lot of different things because, you know, growing up, where I was growing up, there was a lot of street shit, street gangs going around, like Asian gangs and all that. And I was trying to find my way out, and he helped me do that. So I want to be that for someone too.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
All I see is Alex
going crazy.
I was like, bro, nah, bro.
Yeah, 1,000%. He was crazy, bro. He was different. He was completely different. Talent took way too soon, to be honest. Yeah. I still am coming back from it mentally, bro. It's a lot to go through. You feel me? Like the seizure and just like having to go through doctor appointments like back to back to back. Like that was crazy. I've never had to do that before. And just like make sure I was good. Thankfully, I am good. But, you know, I just take it a step at a time, bro, and just realize like it is a blessing to be alive. It is a blessing to have like good homies around. It's a blessing to like be able to call my sisters every day. You know, like I try to see more into the little things now that I was overlooking before. For sure. 1,000%. I always believe in the bounce back. You feel me? So like if something bad happened, there's something good around the corner. For sure. There has to be. Like that's just how it is. Juice out now. You feel me? You guys can follow me everywhere. That's at Dane Amar. It's DaneAmar. And just stay focused on the journey, man. I'm trying to start doing vlogs every Monday and Wednesday now. So you feel me? I try to do like little motivational videos or something, just content out on YouTube. And those aren't blowing up completely yet, but you know, they're out there. You feel me? For any aspiring artists to like really see behind the scenes of my journey. Yeah. But thank you again for having me, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah.